It is a malady of modern society that we believe we must stay constantly busy. We do not understand nor appreciate the value of quiet time for contemplation and stepping outside of the whirl of day to day activities to unite our awareness with that of the consciousness which manifests in the universal creation. Everyone is busy, while very few are actually accomplishing anything of note. Modern society prods us into this buzz of constant motion. In the end, this activity comes to very little, if anything, of serious note in the process of the world and the evolution of consciousness that is the secret thread that holds together the changing forms and developments in life. One is reminded of Macbeth's plaint in Shakespeare's famous play of that name. Quote, "Life's but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage, and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing." End quote. The mother notes, quote, "Agitation, haste, restlessness lead nowhere. It is foam on the sea. It is a great fuss that stops with itself. Men have a feeling that if they are not all the time running about and bursting into fits of feverish activity, they are doing nothing. It is an illusion to think that all these so called movements change things. It is merely taking a cup and beating the water in it. The water is moving about, but it is not changed for all your beating. This illusion of action is one of the greatest illusions of human nature. It hurts progress because it brings on you the necessity of rushing always into some excited movement. If you could only perceive the illusion and see how useless it all is, how it changes nothing. Nowhere can you achieve anything by it. Those who are thus rushing about are the tools of forces that make them dance for their own amusement. And they are not forces of the best quality either. Whatever has been done in the world has been done by the very few who can stand outside the action in silence. For it is they who are the instruments of the divine power. They are dynamic agents, conscious instruments. They bring down the forces that change the world. Things can be done that way, not by a restless activity. In peace, in silence, and in quietness, the world was built. And each time that something is to be truly built, it is in peace and silence and quietness that it must be done. It is ignorance to believe that you must run from morning to night and labor at all sorts of futile things in order to do something for the world. Once you step back from these whirling forces into quiet regions, you see how great is the illusion. Humanity appears to you like a mass of blind creatures rushing about without knowing what they do or why they do it, and only knocking and stumbling against each other. And it is this that they call action in life. It is empty agitation, not action, not true life. I said once that to speak usefully for 10 minutes, you should remain silent for 10 days. I could add that to act usefully for 1 day, you should keep quiet for a year. Of course, I am not speaking of the ordinary day-to-day acts that are needed for the common external life, but of those who have or believe that they have something to do for the world. And the silence I speak of is the inner quietude that those alone have who can act without being identified with their action, merged into it, and blinded and deafened by the noise and form of their own movement. Stand back from your action and rise into an outlook above these temporal motions. Enter into the consciousness of eternity. Then only you will know what true action is. End quote. Reference, Sri Aurobindo and the Mother, Living Within, the Yoga Approach to Psychological Health and Growth, Disturbances of the Vital, Haste and Agitation, pages 61 to 63.